Wah, wah. Hi, robot. How are you? Wah, wah, ba, 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 da, ba, dum, ba, ba, da, bum. No, no head pass. Hello. So yeah, hope you're doing well, robot. I'm currently just trying to find the brilliant ones since they have the increased shiny odds, or should have the increased shiny odds. Because I've officially knocked out 500 yesterday. I've only knocked out 300 because the difference between 300 and 500 is not that much, since it's a difference of 98. But looking at the counter, because Duskull, I did that method, and it only took 414. Golett, uh, yeah, we're almost at odds. But here's the thing, uh, the 3,552, those aren't all brilliant Goletts. They weren't the yellow auras, like, not all of them. There was, I have encountered a lot of just the regular Goletts, because of just, like, I haven't been fighting I haven't found the shiny yet. I have found an extra Drifloon, but it used Explosion. So, there was that. But, I'm not mad at that. If anything, when it happened, I laughed and found it funny because I'm like, yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Because I already have a shiny Drifloon. I don't have a Drifblim. So it kind of sucks that I lost it, but at the same time, it's just like, oh well. Oh well. It was funny. But I'm also just running into every Brilliant, not just the Goletts, because why not? You know? Why not? Maybe we'll get another dupe. Maybe the next dupe won't, self-destruct. It won't use explosion. That's actually something I need to figure out. Hold on. Uh, Pokemon. I Let me make sure that Golett doesn't Pokemon a Golett shield moveset. Does Golett know any self-destructing move? Wait a minute. Um that's okay, it shouldn't know it. I'm like, okay, it has curse. Okay. Nope. Unless it's an egg move, which I don't understand why you would pass on the gene of explosion to your child. Like, imagine being a Pokemon and you give it an egg move and you teach it how to destroy itself. It's like, oh yes, my child. Welcome on into the world. By the way, you have an extra move. It's called Explosion. Like, and it's not even like the, like, Voltorbs, Electrodes, like, stuff that would make sense would have Explosion. No, I'm thinking like, aw, I got a new Skitty. Why is it glowing white? I haven't given it a stone, and then it just levels the whole house. Sir, your Pokemon, your Skitty somehow learned the move Explosion. We don't know how, but it's probably genetic. I bet you just stare at the two Pokemon that caused the Skitty to be born, and questioning which one passed on the Explosion gene, because neither of them could learn Explosion or any self-destruct move. It's just a case of, oh, well then, I guess that was the recessive gene. Um, you can do exclamation point Pokeshop. Uh, hi, Rook, how dare. How dare, Rookie. How dare. You know what? I hope you have the recessive gene to self-destruct. Who did that? Uh-huh. Uh-huh, Rookie. Uh-huh. Must have been the wind. Hmm. Hmm. Weird. This wind, I can just sense that it has an obsession with Overwatch and Outlast Trials. Some strange wind we're having here, you know? Like, I never knew the wind could have obsession. Especially with two games that are just bleh. Like, oh my goodness, could you imagine ever playing Overwatch? Ew. Ew. That one just, like me. Like, imagine playing Overwatch? Gross. So speaking of Overwatch, I haven't actually played that game in a long time. Do I ever plan on actually playing it again? Not really, no. Unless a few friends start playing it again. But like, I'm looking at the online games that I have that I could play with friends. Or like, that's mostly online slash multiplayer. And I'm just staring at them and I'm like, I have not touched these in a long time. And it always makes me realize, right, I'm antisocial and have social anxiety. Especially towards people, like just online people. I don't like playing online games because I get, like, here's the weird thing with me. Going up into person and talking to people, I'm completely fine. I can strike up a conversation. I can maintain it and stuff like that. That doesn't really scare me. Trying to do that online, I'm just like, no, 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 I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna socialize with strangers online. I'd rather do it in person. I don't know why. I can't explain it. It just happens. I'm just like, probably because you have unlimited access to everybody on the world. Well, not everybody on the world, but majority of people in the world. And plus, it's kind of a case too of like, if I start sucking in a game, people will start calling me out on it, and I'm like, I already know that I suck. I already know. Please don't point it out. Because there was one game that I was playing with friends in Rivals, and one of the tanks was like, not ripping into me, but just being like, dang, 8k damage for this, and I'm just like, hey. Like, first of all, this is quick play. Calm down. Like, Jesus, this is not ranked or any of that. And secondly, they were just being like, can't even aim because the people are flyers, and I'm like, sir? Sir, madam? You're playing Penny. You're playing Penny. Guess what? You can web them. You can web them. Or play a character that actually shoots things too. Well, also, just, because here's the other thing too. Me and the other DPS, we're shooting at the Iron Man and Human Torch. And we've gotten them to 1 multiple times. The only issue is, the rest of the team comes barreling in, or they flee because they are flyers and are able to fly and get away a bit more easily. And it's like, why don't you chase them? Because if I chase them, I'm running into the full enemy team. So it's a case of like, hi, hey, I can't do that. And I was playing Elsa Bloodstone, someone that is, I'm going to assume is hit scan. But one of my, pieces of utility, the snare thing, yeah, I can't really use that on the flyers. I can't use that people that fly, because they're in the sky. And my thing is a root on the ground. So unless they start developing the ability to walk, my snare's not doing anything to them. And the other thing too is, hey, Tank, Penny, guess what? You know what was happening too? Me and the other DPS were dying because of the flyers too. Or the supports. Or their tanks. Just not giving a care. And pushing forward. To a point where we kept dying. So, here's another question of, like, how were we supposed to kill the flyers? The DPS that flew in the sky. When they could more easily escape, and the enemy team was constantly pushing us to have to retreat multiple times, but also just allow everybody to just come at us. Like, Penny, Penny, It's understandable, but at the same time, you weren't doing much as a tank. You kept giving them room and allowing them to push into us. It was just bleh. Just bleh. Just bleh. And again, I know that I could have, like, done a bit better and all of that, but I was hitting my shots. Like, there were a few times that I forgot that I had the E to do the shoot back and stuff like that whenever I used the knock-up ability that I have. Like, the dash and then kick the person up, and then E. Because half the time I'm just like, trying to CC the person. So yeah. Just play. I am just a humble backline gremlin. Enemy backline gremlin. Yeah, you're a gremlin. But yeah, it's just like, what did you want us to do? Because we were trying. We were doing our best. And here's the other thing that was like, I was kind of looking at the penny sideways, because here's the thing. I had 8k damage. The enemy, or no, the other DPS had 23k damage. Now looking at it, it's like, okay, yeah, I probably could have output more damage and all that. But here's the thing. I was playing Elsa Bloodstone. They were playing Squirrel Girl. The comparison is not really fair. Because Squirrel Girl is the Junkrat of Marvel Rivals. Where Junkrat is just kind of silly character where it's just like, you just throw mines / bombs in one specific area, and you get the chip damage and explosion damage. Yeah, that's Squirrel Girl. Yeah. She's just throwing nuts. Like, her thing is, she can aim and get a lot more damage, but she doesn't have to. Where for me, it's like, I can't just shoot randomly and expect the bullets to bounce off of walls that I shoot to the enemies. It's like, I have to actually aim. And guess where I was aiming majority of the time? The Human Torch and Iron Man. I was also aiming at the tanks and the supports too, but my main focus were the flyers. And every time I got them to 1, I had to reload, and they flew away. So someone else could have helped me in finishing them off. But yeah, it's just like, you're pretty much asking this, like if you're someone that plays Overwatch, you're asking someone to do Junkrat damage with a Widow. Like, you're asking someone to just do Junkrat damage while playing someone like Lucio. Or Mercy. No, you're asking someone to do Junkrat damage when that person is either playing a Widow or a Mercy. Like, how do you do that? How do you do that? Because Junkrat is silly. So yeah. Has a much higher skill ceiling, though, from my experience. Yeah, it's more of a case of like what I'm trying to argue is mostly just in quick play. Like, quick play Overwatch and Marvel Rivals, where it's not a case of like everyone is super skilled, or like the not everybody / no one should really have the comp mindset, if that makes sense. Where it's like, you're mostly there just to have fun, or test out the characters, and stuff like that. It's not a sense of, hey, I need to, like, actually aim my bombs, and make sure that I'm doing effective damage, and da-da-da-da-da. No, it's just the situation of, Junkrat's just stupid because he keeps throwing the mines and bombs over here, and this person doesn't really play any other character, kind of thing. If that makes sense. From my experience, much better Junkrat. A lot more tech and cool things you can do. Yeah, so it's like, this isn't to say that Junkrat and Squirrel Girl do not involve skill. It's just more of a case of trying to point out, being like, I can't do that much damage because the bombs that both characters do have a slight AoE as well when they explode. Like, if they get close to a person, they just explode. Like, even if, at least I think, and even if someone else gets hit, like, you might get a bit of damage too. It's just like, how? Or it's a case of, like, when they do hit, guess what? It chunks your damage. Or, yeah, no, it chunks your health. It's just like, because it's like, whenever it's, like, a super high-skilled Junkrat or Squirrel Girl, they can pretty much just one-cycle you. Like, mine, like, bomb, mine, bomb, and you're already dead. Like, like, the amount of damage that they do just to, like, kill you before you even see them, kind of thing. It's like, yeah, no, you're not replicating that with Mercy or Widow. And it's a case of, like, Widow mostly just one-shots with headshots. So even then, the damage doesn't matter as long as she's just killing you. With highly mobile heroes or flyers, they will fly up and do a one-shot combo on anyone who dares to fly up into the sky. Yeah! But yeah, it's just like... Just, yeah, me as Elsa Bloodstone. It's just like, what am I supposed to do? And here's the thing, too. I'm mostly a Star-Lord main. I'm a Star-Lord main. But, yeah. Again, what am I supposed to do when there's two flyers? The thing that I typically do whenever there's at least one flyer is chase the person and use my E. But there were two. And, yeah, everyone was protecting those two. So I'm just like, what did the tank expect? Like, please. There's also the other thing, too, is, like, I couldn't, as Star-Lord, I couldn't use one of my team-ups, because one of them was a snare, and guess what? The snares are on the floor. I'm not snaring any of the flyers. And the other one was just a revive, and guess what? That revive is on, like, a 3-minute cooldown. So by the time that I use one, like, the ability once, the game is already pretty much over. It's just like, yeah, you wanted the self-revive? Also, I'm not angry, I'm just trying to do Lucky Catch. But it's like, oh, you wanna use the self-revive? Hey, guess what? You did. You get revived, and the enemy team is just bodyguarding where you put the revive, and you're just dead again. So yeah, it's just, yeah. It's just, yeah. It's fun. It's mainly keeping space, making space, create massive pressure so the other roles can do their job. Yep. But yeah, the main gripe that I just had with the Penny, like, and this was after the game was over. Like, they weren't sharing the grievances or saying, like, hey, deal with the people in the sky, deal with the people, like, deal with these people. They weren't saying that or communicating that in the match. They said that after we lost, being like, you guys should have been focusing on this, and brr, 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 brr. It's like, calm down. We already lost. And guess what? We were already trying to do that. I don't know what else you want us to do. But the other thing again is... Because here's the other thing, too. The Penny. Uh, fun thing about Penny. She has mines and all that. And... guess where the mines are? They're on the ground. And guess what? Both DPS on the enemy team were in the air the whole time. But you want to know something else that is fun? Penny has webs, which can snare a person and bring any flyers down to the ground. Guess how many times the Penny did that? If you said 0, you would be right. So yeah, it's just a case of like we were dealing with two people on the enemy team that were flying the sky, and our tank was playing someone that was very good with CCing people and all that were mostly on the ground. And then, again, kind of the Squirrel Girl, where, like, a lot of people that play Squirrel Girl in Quick Play just shoot their mines. Shoot the nut bombs just wherever. They're not really aiming them. So, yeah, there wasn't really much like anyone could have done into Sky People. Again, I was trying to shoot the Sky People. I got them close, or I have killed some of them. And then we just kept getting rocked because the enemy tanks were just pushing. They just kept pushing forward, and we just kept giving them space. It's just, It's just, eh. But yes. But you know what? Next time that happens, I'm playing Black Widow. Someone complains, hey, no one's dealing with the flyers. I'm like, okay, I'll play Black Widow. Even though a lot of her has changed. So she's not... like, she is still a sniping character, but her sniping aim down sight thing is now her ultimate. It is no longer Widow from Overwatch. It's just person that runs and shoots an assault rifle. So now if you want to play a sniper character that can kind of one-shot people, you have Hawkeye. It's just not AoE. Or not AoE. ADS. It's not ADS. You don't aim down sight. You just get good at third-person perspective. So yeah. But yes. Wee. But yeah, how you doing, Rookie? What you got planned for the rest of today? Didn't get much eep. Rookie, why not? What the heck? Netflix and YouTube. I see. I woke up hot and now I'm cold. Is your yes? Did you yes or did you no? Were you in or were you out? Out and you're cold, you're using no such you're in, then you're out, but you're up and down. The body loves to be silly with it. Yeah, I mean, here's a fun thing. I woke up at 2 in the morning. And then went back to sleep at 4. And then I woke up at 8. And now I'm here, and it's nearly 10. And so I don't know. Oh, I see. Ow. Ah. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, goodbye. Bye-bye. Have a great rest of your day. Okay. I kind of want to finish. At the same time, I don't. But at the same time, brain is being like, hee hee, Stitch. Cross Stitch, read all these fun things. So, maybe I'll be back from shiny hunting in a little bit.